You draw corkers. Man 5-7.
Wentz now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got him. Hey, red flag 2, come here. 54, Mark, 54. Hey, orbit. 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
To throw is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, Haywood. Done. Run. Under 10, 10.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Hey, Ford Tokyo. What's this on? 54. Mike 54. What's that?
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Bang out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. David Moore, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd down, it's Scott. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Lefty. Topper.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Go. 33.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Check. Watch 54. So we got man. Hey, echo. 82. 54. Wait,
here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Got it. Alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. To throw again on second down, Wilson.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Check Missy.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Check. Show it. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's to the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Check. Check 37.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Listen. Hey, Alpha. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Right there.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. On third down, it's Scott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, check 24.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
This time Wilson will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
We got 4. Kill, kill, kill. 25. Jump.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Great 57. 50's to mine. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Waiting. 54 Mike. Let's go, D. Sunday. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, Zoo. Yo. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Wentz now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Ward. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Again, it's Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
36 down, man, 5-4. 84. Who's got 84? Hey, whoa. Here we go.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Wentz now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. As the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the 2nd quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the 2nd half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not? Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to look deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
81.
Right there. 54.
Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Hey, Ford, hang in there now.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Stay it up. Stand. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright, his 2nd sack of the night. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. They're going to try and throw. That's caught by Jackson, but they're going to wrap.
Ladies and gentlemen.